Hello and welcome back to Kingsfield 3. I don't care what it says, it's Kingsfield 3. um, Yesterday we got started. We learned that it's been a long time since John Alfred has been in touch with his son. His son was being taken care of by Leon Shore, the High-Elf from Melanot that we met in Kingsfield 2. He basically rose Lyle like a father. Our father has been indisposed and more or less effectively dead for about 10 years, which should make Lyle about 15. In the US localization, they added 5 years, so maybe Lyle's about 20. It's amazing because, like, Kingsfield in and of itself takes place, all three games take place over the span of maybe 20-25 years, and it's really epic in that kind of way, in a way that, like, Dark Souls goes over thousands of years, but nothing is really connected other than very loose tendons, and some bookends. So, like, this is direct, and I'm not sure where additional 1 and 2 fall. Hey, United, how's it going? I'm just kind of going over what we did yesterday and some thoughts. How are you doing on this lovely Sunday afternoon? So let's get started. Yesterday we basically went all the way to Varde's hedge-maze, so I think we're going to be loading right back in to the hedge-maze. Oh no. It's kind of strangely warm outside today. Really nice and sunny. Strangely warm for, like, end of November. I'm not complaining. It's good for my gas bill. Hey, Cornhusker. How's it going? I'm not complaining, though. Just got my gas bill for December, and I'm, like, bracing, but it wasn't so bad. Alright, let's go. Maybe. Let's go this way first. I kind of know the direct route, but I kind of just want to explore. Oh, I just bought a new coat. I'm actually taking a look at the coin, and it's really detailed. It's strangely detailed for a gold coin. And there should be nothing this way except the save point. Yeah. Actually, I should put Varde's thing on select, so I don't have to keep looking for it. Oh, hold on. One more should do it. Yes. They're kind of like gun weeds. So, this is the upgraded version of one we already seen. They shoot poisonous clouds at you. And, they're actually pretty hardy. They don't... Oh, hey. Looks like we've already made it to Vard's house. So, they're an upgraded version. They have 2 heads instead of just 1. They shoot poison clouds, which is really just their pain in the butt with. They generally take like 4 hits at this stage. I am level 11. If you want to see the character sheet, there's the character sheet so far. We're gonna talk to an important guy. He's a high elf from the ears. Lyle, I must speak to you before you go to the castle. That's why I used the fairy to play a trick on Robert Shreve. I knew if I left my staff, you would come. King Alfred, your father, wanted you to receive the 3 seals of Ichrius. Ichrius? Ichrius. He entrusted 3 people to keep guard over the seals. One of the seals is the Eye of Ichrius, which my fairy cleverly removed from the care of Robert. Once all 3 seals are brought together, the keel of Ichrius can be made. The only person left who can make the key now is Leon. I now bestow upon you the Eye of Ichrius. With it, I'll also give you this map. With the power of the Fairy of the Woods and the Wind, you will be guided to the right path, also known as fast travel. So this is the Eye of Ichrius. And a map, which, you know, it's a FromSoft map, so you probably already know what to expect by now. The seals of Ichrius will lead to the Golden Fountain, which was built by Ichrius himself. Lyle, obtain the 3 seals quickly. Time is running out for all of us. Sorry, I had to check OBS for a second. Yeah, nothing but swamps and forests. Which is weird, because the poison area in this game has the best music in the game. Lyle, obtain the 3 seals quickly. Time is running out for all of us. The power of Ichrius will be necessary if you are to succeed. Turcotte Ichrius is the ancestor of the High Elves. He has acquired the truth and obtained power. King Alfred inherited the blood, though small. He was thus empowered, as are you. In the past, no one obtained the power outside Ichrius except Orladin, the great archmage. But in order for you to fulfill your destiny, you must obtain that power. The seal is nearly weak enough for King Alfred to break. If the seal is broken prematurely, there is no hope for this kingdom. Nothing will stop his reign of terror. So this goes back to why high elves are so important, and probably why Gyra and Seath killed pretty much most of them in Kingsfield 2, as we learned. High elves had the truth, and from that truth gained power, and the truth pretty much is, both dragons are jerks. Kill both dragons. Alright, he has nothing else to say. And as you remember, we did kill Gyra at the end of Kingsfield 2, which does leave one more dragon. By the way, let's see what this map looks like. Like, you know, you should expect this kind of map from a FromSoft map at this point. They kind of look like circuit boards. So now let's keep exploring because we have a heck of a lot left in this hedge maze to go to before we go to the next town. Crystals. And an antidote. And a save point, which I will happily take right now because now that we have Varde open, the hedge maze should also be open. There's a reason why FromSoft stopped making them. Alright, back to the fountain, because I need to heal. Cool. So now that the map should be, the hedge maze should be open. This is where we came in. Which means we should go east. Explore this way. Ralugo. That's our next destination. So there's one of the sub-bosses of the hedge maze. We're not going to deal with him until we get the bow. Yeah, it's a big boy. Mushrooms aren't very stout, but poison sucks, so... Ooh, cool. So that's a Wisefruit. This fruit was said to have been planted by Vallad. Vallad is someone we will learn a lot more about in this game. We learned about half of the backstory in the cosmology in Kingsfield 2. And in this game we will learn pretty much the rest of the cosmology about Vallad and basically the Allfather. Eating this fruit will cause intelligence to increase, which we will use immediately. Intelligence is good for your magic stuff. So always a good idea. There should be a save point around this tree. This should be the closest save point to Ralugo. You'd think saving would be faster. It takes just about as long as it does on the PS3. So we have all of that to go. We have a couple of Reapers and stuff like that blocking the path. And as we've learned from the very first game, from 1J, we learned that if there's a Reaper there, it's gotta be protecting something interesting. So the Palace of Wind is that way, which is ultimately our next destination for probably today. And Ralugo is this way, which is where we're going. I think it's through that door, but I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything here. There's another big mushroom behind here, I think. Oh, it's back to the hedge maze, I think. Hey, I got a boost. Sweet. Alright, that's nothing but an item, but we'll come back to that. Alright, should be... Alright. Magic hedges. And you know, mushrooms are just like shorthand for magic in FromSoft games. Which, you know, obviously, magic mushrooms, but... Okay, so I think we've hit Ralugo. You are entering Ralugo, birthplace of Holy King Alfred I. So welcome to Ralugo. Its only claim to fame is birthing a demon prince. Did I say that out loud? So let's rob them for all they've got. This is empty. This is Michael Hansen. Obviously another person named at Age Tech. It used to be that everywhere in the Three Kingdoms... By the way, Verdite is one of 3 kingdoms in the northern continent, and at one time, which we learned in Kingsfield 2, the 3 continents were united under King Harvine at one point, and then Harvine got backstabbed, and the 3 kingdoms kind of split apart. Alexander was Prince of Granatiki. We would never meet anybody from Etrio, and then Verdite is the one in the middle. Verdite's basically Boletaria. Anyway, it used to be that everywhere in the 3 kingdoms the people revered our king, but as our people began to lose their lives and their property, they lost faith in him. With the situation worsening every day, people have begun to hate the king. Word is spreading to the other kingdoms as our people flee for their lives. No one comes here now. It has become a desolate and lonely place. And remember, there is a deep, colorless fog seal around Verdite, which is basically keeping the king in. Apparently, it's not strong enough to keep everyone from leaving Verdite, but people are fleeing Verdite to maybe Granatiki and Etrio. People used to believe that a new hero would come to rescue us, someone like Alexander or our former king. We had all hoped Silviera was that hero, and remember, Silviera's actual name is Radam. Sylviera is an executive producer at H-Tech. But since Sylviera has disappeared, I'm afraid that there is just no hope left here. The people no longer await a hero. Now they await their own deaths. What misery and treachery the king has brought upon us. My father had the stone statue in front of the inn carved out of respect and admiration for the king. It's been defaced now, marred like our kingdom. I'm glad my father isn't alive to witness all of this. My father couldn't have lived knowing that the king and this kingdom had taken such a wicked turn. Seems to be a nice guy. Welcome to Radom, I guess. Let's go speed our way across the landscape and meet everyone. And you can tell there's been some cullings because you've got like lower level gun weeds here and there. Let's talk to this guy who has a thing or two to say to our young Master Prince. You're the prince who was with Leon, right? I thought so. Well, I don't feel like talking to you. Go beguile someone else with your sweet words and forked tongue. Get out of here! Yeah. People are not happy with the royalty at this point. And royalty has blood of elves, which is why they can even do magic at all. Let's meet this guy, who's a bit like Al Hunt, but his name here is Jamie Porter. Oh yeah, it's definitely much more open than the previous game. Our neighbor, Iron, which sounds a bit like Ostrava's real name, has been ill for a long time. Could be Aaron, just spelled weird. He needs a rare medicinal herb. You've got to do something to help him. After all, you belong to a royal family. Surely you must have access to the medication he needs. If Aaron's going to get better, he needs the red medicinal herb from the blood-sucking plant. I'm told that the plant is thusly named because of its blood-red color, or maybe the plant really does suck blood. I couldn't say. Anyway, I'm very busy eating my piece of bread I got from the fool's idol, so if you're not going to help, please go away and quit dashing the few remaining hopes your people have. You know, with all the demons, I don't know where you get the bread from. Maybe some enterprising fellow from Granatiki or something. So this should be the inn, and I think it's locked at this point. Yeah. So, Jamie gives us the biggest clue for our first quest in here, which is to get the red medicinal plant for Aaron, who we'll meet momentarily. But it is time to fight. Ah, crap! Probably should have come all the way down here and started from the edge. Jeepers. The best hint, if you're starting to play these games and you find, like, the control scheme ridiculous, because it is, just think of strafing as your dodge roll, and you'll eventually get it. Ah, damn it. Someone got a lucky hit on me. Alright, time to reload. Eaten by plants. Actually shot by plant. Rude. I had beaten him too, and I got a level up, but I got killed at the same time. Alright, let's go back. We still have to go meet Aaron and his mom and reacquire the quest. Yeah, it's much more open. The field is much more open than previous games. One thing we've been talking about in my Discord is that in FromSoft speak, field just kind of means world. The game environment, or the level. It's just called field, which kind of makes the title of this game less a field as in like a field of daisies or anything like that, but like King's World. Let me get the quest back. No, this guy. And in fact, it's still being used that way today, because Vallad over in my Discord, he saw the online manual via the Wayback Machine for Bloodborne, and it still says exploring the field. And Demon Souls is a field, not so much worlds. So, the first one, it's the world is actually King Randolph, Reinhardt, the bad guy from Kingsfield 1. In the second one, you're basically in the field because it is technically John Alfred's world, and you're just not playing John Alfred. And in this one, Lyle is playing in his father's world, but it is also it's also about him becoming a king. Now remember, this game is very much Dark Souls 2 in a lot of ways. Because John Alfred failed, but it wasn't really John Alfred's fault that he failed. It was kind of Alexander's and kind of John Alfred's that he failed. Alexander knew very well there were 2 dragons who were jerks, but he only killed one, and they didn't go kill the other. So the fact that Seath takes over John Alfred's body and pretty much murders his soul is kind of what you get. Alright. We didn't get Aaron. We should go find Aaron. Aaron should be on this side. And there is a shop that we still haven't gone to either. No, Kingsfield is Kingsfield. Although the numbering is different because reasons. And, like, it's a good reason. Like, the PlayStation didn't release in America for a whole year. And by, like, the time it released, they were already on Kingsfield 2. What they should have done is released both games at once. So the shop should be right behind all of these head munchers. Would you guys, please? You're being very rude. So, like, yeah, this is a common thread with FromSoft, is the nature of kingliness, I guess. Can't seem to get behind them. Yeah, never a game just about getting treasure. That'd be wizardry. That'd be more wizardry than anything. The true antecedent to all these games. Oh, finally. Just die already. And give me your gold. So much gold. Give it all. So I think this is the shop. Yep, shop. Please meet waifu. I don't know where you're headed, but you should be a little bit more prepared if you want to stay alive out there. How many do I have? One? $6.50 for a moonstone. Bah. Silver rings are really useful, but we should be able to find them. And if you stack 2 silver rings, you should be immune of poison. She's got silver boots, silver arms, the great helm, large bow, which we should probably buy, but I could swear we get it somewhere. We should be able to sell their plate. We don't need that anymore. 28 grand for the Ichrius. 16 grand for the pixie map. Oh hey, we got a light crystal. I should probably pop that light crystal. Let's talk to her. Because she's a shop, you have to like open her menu up just to like talk to her. Blood-sucking plant? Yeah, I've seen them. Not like it'll do you any good though. I saw one over the lava at the cliff. I wouldn't go there if I were you. The monsters are there, just waiting for the poor sap who needs that precious herb. You'd have to have a death wish to search them out on purpose. Hey, wait a minute. I know you. She actually has more of a face than they've ever had before. Like, there's more shadowing in their faces now to, like, have the impression of, like, where the eyes should be and stuff. You're Austin Lyle Forrester, Prince of Verdite. I met you at the castle a long time ago. We used to play together when my father and I visited the castle. I know you go by Prince Lyle now, but can I still call you Austin? I'm just opening because she's got a lot to say and it's kind of important. You know everyone around here hates the king now, but I just can't believe that someone so kind could have changed so drastically for the worse. What happened? He was such a strong and wonderful king. Seeth happened. I know I may not look very strong, but underneath I'm actually very tough. I'm the only one around here who can go out in this area without getting myself killed. I've had to, ever since my father disappeared. I know it's dangerous, but I can't just sit here waiting for my death like the rest of these cowards. Somehow I have to find my father. You're looking for the key of Ichrius, right? I don't know if she's got anything else. Let me see. Yeah, we have finally exhausted her dialogue. I like that they have I am listening to you animations, but the animation is a bit slow. We don't have the key yet. See how many hits it'll take to kill this guy. Hmm. 5 hits. I forget if there's actually a save point here. There is gold potion, which fills you up a lot and refills your MP, but we need a save point. Because blood-sucking plant is that way, but I'm not sure if we're powerful enough to do that. We're level 12 right now, and it does hit. It does take 5 hits. So I'm gonna run back to the nearby save. Okay. And then we're gonna tackle the quest. Oh hey, this is a thing that we should probably do right now. Take that. Talk to this guy. Go away, imposture! I'm the real Prince Austin Lyle Forrester. Sure. In this passage I was told in a dream by Vallad that I would find the secret of the Light family. Remember, the Light family originate from Kingsfield 1J. The larger gentleman shopkeep in the first floor is from the Light family. It's you again. Why don't you get lost? You're not fooling anyone with that silly looking costume. Guards! Take him away! Sure. Okay, man. What a champ. This is Joe Santos, who is not home. And this should be... Right. You know, some people just go crazy when they see their entire village overrun by demons and monsters and stuff. I mean, it's cool. It is certainly understandable. I do think I'm gonna have to buy that bow from her. I know all the speedrun... Well, some of the speedrun routes go right for her. Buy the bow in, like, a million, a million arrows. I have to wonder if that's where the 100 arrow strat for the red dragon and Demon Souls comes from. And since I'm a lazy, first of all, I gotta use the light crystal. And then we're gonna use the Ichrius Eye and teleport back to the gold fountain. Alright, I think the way you get through here is you run. Ah, damn it. I almost made it. I've only been able to watch other people's streams because I still haven't gotten a PlayStation 5. I'm really divided on the remake. Like, the amount of care and reverence and love that Bluepoint put into the game is obvious. Like, that much is certain. Like, they put a whole lot of love and a whole lot of care, and it's really cool to see a lot of people, like, playing the game for the first time, no matter what kind. So, like, that's one side. The other side is that some of the aesthetic choices run counter to the lore of the game in an attempt to make it more recognizable and more recognizably Souls rather than what Demon Souls actually is, and that is more of a Shadow Tower game and a Kingsfield game than a Souls game. And what do I mean by that? The first thing is the soul items. Soul items in Demon Souls 09 are actually water droplets. And this goes into that whole, like, thing about how important water is to FromSoft. It's not really apparent these days because of Souls being about water. I mean, fire. But Demon Souls... Gosh darn it. I didn't want to aggro this spider. Demon Souls is a lot more about water than anyone gives it credit for. That's why it's about fog. That's why souls are being evaporated and being turned into fog. Like, that's why the old one is a tree and like devouring souls, because souls are water, and what else does a tree drink but water? Like, yeah, for realies. Like, it's water. Even the loading icon that, you know, shows up whenever you're loading something in the 09 Demon Souls is a water droplet. Because souls are water-based in Demon Souls, which is a huge Kingsfield and a huge Shadow Tower reference. Like, you know, a lot of it got ignored. And I'm not sure if that's because, like, Bluepoint were unaware, or they wanted to make it more recognizably Souls. Like, it's a lot of water in Demon Souls, and it kind of gets ignored, but, like, water makes fog, and fog has been in Kingsfield games since Kingsfield 2. In fact, H-Tech kind of mistranslates it, but it's a deep colorless fog that wraps around Verdite, that seals Verdite in. Like, it's a thing, and it's about water. And that's, like, it goes back to the arboreal apocrypha. Trees are freaking weird in a FromSoft game. And so, like, that's one of those aesthetic choices that, like, flies in the face of some of the lore that's going on in Demons, and where Demons gets its influences from, that make me a bit sad. But on the other hand, it's freaking Demon Souls. And as a gosh darn video game, it's excellent. And it always was going to be excellent, whether it was the 09 or the 2020 version. But some of the lore got lost, I think because maybe Bluepoint aren't exactly aware of, like, the FromSoft monomyth. And a lot of people aren't aware because they are not turbo nerds like I am. They didn't. FromSoft usually doesn't have anything to do with their remakes or remasters. They usually give it to someone and they're like, have fun. Like, the proof of that is in some of the stuff that you read from the Metal Wolf Chaos remake. General Arcade did the remastering for that. And they had a couple of guys from FromSoft that they could call if they ran into trouble, but they were basically left alone to do whatever they wanted for the remake. Hulock, who did the remaster for Dark Souls, is in Poland, and I doubt they had very much work with From directly unless they had like a technical question or something. So honestly, FromSoft doesn't really have very much to do with their remasters or their remakes. So I don't think they had much input. I think the most input they had was Japan Studio, who usually works with FromSoft on their Sony games. Bloodborne, Durosane, stuff like that. So the Bloodborne-ified of that is probably because they work on Bloodborne. Alright, so this is that blood red herb that we heard about. And since I don't want to run around, I'm going to use the Ichrius Eye to go back to the gold fountain and be out of there. Actually, we were really lucky because those mushrooms can poison you, and their poison is very bad. H-Tech, you could have, like, translated that. So yeah, I'm really split on the remake. Like, on the one hand, it's really obvious that they love and cherish the game like a lot of other people, and they did an excellent job, but some of that work kind of ignores From Software monomyth. Now, the real question is, where are those? Is that family? Aha, here we are. So this is Aaron and his mom. We didn't come here when I had the thing, but nothing happens until I give them the herb. This is Aaron. He's a child. He is praying. Actually, he's not praying. That's like a wooden dagger. I forgot. And he's very sick. He's got liver spots. He's very red. He's got a fever. This is Aaron's mom. Who is the one praying? I was told that because you are the king's son, you wouldn't be of any use. But I don't care if you are the prince to this god-forsaken kingdom. My son desperately needs the red medicinal herb, and I know you can get it. Please help us. We're desperate. He lost consciousness while clutching the toy dagger his father made for him. If the fever remains high like this, just please, help him. Alright. And to give anybody anything. Hey, Clem Hazard. I'm glad to have you. I was just rambling a little bit about my divided impressions on the Demon Souls remake. So the blood herb says, this is the special herb which is effective for sudden illness at the passage of poison. It will purify infected blood. So the passage of poison is our swamp area of this game. I mean, obviously, it's called the passage of poison. But this little kid went to the passage of poison and got himself hurt. With this medicine, my son will certainly recover. I can see that I was wrong to listen to others about you. Thank you very much. With this medicine, my son will certainly... Yeah, okay. Awesome. With that in hand, that should open up the inn. And the people here should be a bit more welcoming to our young erstwhile prince. Underneath everything, the hidden truth is contained, but it is not obvious. It is imperative to know the truth and pursue the path which you have set forth. Yeah. So this is Mark Johnson, named for the executive producer, and I guess the guy in charge of Age Tech at the time. He's the one who commissioned the cover art for both Kingsfield 1 and Kingsfield 2 US. Apparently they're oil paintings by some well-known D&D artists. Don't know where those oil paintings went. I'd kind of like to know. But they're like hanging in his house somewhere. Yeah, like all of the NPCs, or almost all of them anyway, are named for like Age Tech employees, which is weird. And they do that again in Kingsfield 4. They like name everybody after fans from the Kingsfield forums that Age Tech had. So now that we have healed the kid, this inn is open to us. There is a save point in here. There is a building near Ralugo that was erected by Harvine, the King of Wind. We know all about Harvine, don't we? If you go there, God save your soul, you must be extremely careful. There are many dangers there, as around the Cave of Shaddam. So I'm going to stay, and hopefully we'll get a vision. Ooh, we did. So, it is implied, because of the crazy guy, that those visions are coming from Vallad himself. To our young erstwhile prince. You only get them if you stay in the hotel, in the inns. It's kind of funny, because, like, Illusory Wall was saying the other day that they had a dream about nap mechanics, and I'm like, that's already happened in the Kingsfield game. We'll take the Divine Heal. Well, it's not called Divine Heal, but it might as well be. I would love to see a retranslation of the Three Kings, the Verdite trilogy. Like, just straight up. I would love to see that happen one day. Alright, let's check our pixie map. And give it a quick look-see. Crazy Dude should have moved by now, so maybe we can get the thing that he's... I need to see if Aaron has woken up yet, because Aaron will have the fire crystal we need, I believe. You can't enter the Palace of Wind without without some fire... I mean, some wind aptitude. So, like, you can see it up top under magic. You can see light magic and fire magic. And then right under the light is earth, and then wind, and then water. So you can't enter the Palace of Wind, which is our next location, without wind magic. You'll be bounced off the door by the bouncer, and he'll tell you to go find yourself some wind magic. So, I believe Aaron is holding that wind crystal we need. We have to wait until he wakes up. Which is why the quest is not optional. Let's see what he says now. I'm amazed you actually found the blood-sucking plant. Not all royal family are bad after all. I don't know if you've been there or not, but the Palace of Wind lies to the north. The palace is magnificent and befitting of the king who ruled the Three Kingdoms long ago. Yeah, he'll just tell you to, like, go find some wind magic. So to do that, you have to get, like, a wind crystal and pop it, and you'll get some wind magic, and then you'll be able to get in. Give me your gold. Give me all the gold. Okay, so Aaron is back up. Gimme. Hey, Aaron. He's actually kind of swole. Thanks, mister! For a while I was scared I was gonna die. Here, take this. I found it on one of my treasure hunts. It's my best treasure, but I want you to have it. Go on, take it. And there's your wind crystal. You like my dagger? I'd give this to you too, but I can't. My daddy made it before he went away, and I'm never gonna let it go. Where are you going? Are you gonna take care of those bad monsters before you go? If I were a little bigger, I'd show them a thing or two. Wah! I mean, I think, kid, you can show them a lot of things with them. I don't even have tickets to this gun show. If I find anything else, I'll make sure to show it to you. You're pretty cool. I don't have tickets to this gun show. This kid has arms. I would like to express my deepest gratitude. As you can see, Aaron has completely recovered. Please drop in and see us if you're ever in the neighborhood. Take care of yourself. Someday, I just know you'll be able to give the hope back to your people that your father took away. He did skip on leg day. Like, his legs... Oh, FromSoft. I'm not gonna pop it yet, because I want you guys to see what the, denial is. grab this here save. Let's see here. Gotta go all the way across for the other one. Take off on a trot. Is it this one? Yeah. Oh, he hasn't moved yet. That makes me a bit sad. Yeah, he's got to actually move. Let me see if I can't force him to get out of the way. I only have 1,300 gold. Let's see if he's moved. Dang it. He hasn't moved yet. One more go, and then we're gonna head over to the Palace of Wind. Yeah. We'll be back. He has a cool item. So, back to the hedge-maze. Don't know why it paused there. It's kind of weird. Yeah. I think maybe I was running too fast for RetroArch to keep up. I think. Ralugo. That happened yesterday too. And like, this is probably the biggest graphical leap between 2 and 3. Like, this looks very much more like Echo Knight 1, which comes out a bit after this. And in that game, there's actual faces. Hi. What's up? Man, the tree does mean business. Reapers are always, like, the worst. Broken shovel. Dead guy. Hey, a level up. Sweet. We are at level 14 now. There should be a save point, like, right here. Yep. Trees are weird, man. Even trees that are supposedly made out of flesh. That's how they move? They're actually flesh and not, like, tree? I don't know. I don't know if that's true for Kingsfield 3. It is for Kingsfield 1. 1J. Yeah, just burn it all down. No more. Alright, so the entrance should be that way, but I want to know what's behind this here. Reaper. Being hit by magic doesn't stun them out anymore. It's kind of sad. They're very good experience boosters, so... This is just me cutting down trees. Lots and lots of trees. Alright, we don't need to go by him. I know what's over there. Nothing we need to, like, really worry about. Okay, welcome to the Palace of Wind. First, let's get denied. I'm the loyal subject of His Majesty, King Harvine. The king bestowed upon me the honor of protecting this place. My name is John Creel, and I've been guarding this palace for the last 300 years. State your business. I cannot allow anyone to pass unless he is endowed with the magic power of wind. So, there's your denial. We have no wind. And now we have 3 points of wind, which now should allow us in. You may now pass. The king's servants will escort you. I can tell you nothing of those who have passed here before you. Since the death of King Harvine, this palace has been covered in darkness. If only all the lamps could be lit, the palace would regain its light. You will be able to obtain the gift from the king, if you're worthy. Please be cautious. Many are the perils of this place. Many have entered, but no one has returned to the light. Alright. We're gonna do one more save. Because this place was tough when I came through here on PS3. And this is about when I stopped playing on my PS3. It's like, oh, I'll get to it on stream. So the save point should be right here. It's tough inside there. I think I'm here a lot earlier than I was on PS3. So we're just going to take it nice and slow. Or actually, I know where the end point is. So maybe I should YOLO straight there and get the wind magic. And then explore the place. What do you guys think? YOLO for the wind magic and then come back? Or go nice and slow? So, Pixie Map is of no help here. It will fill itself in as you move along. Alright. YOLO it is, and then we'll look for King Harvine's treasure. Which is tough because some of it is held by scythes, and scythes are the worst even in Kingsfield 2. Here is wind magic. I see that you are now ready to receive my gift. Let the very winds of the sky be at your command. You now have control of great power. Go now into Verdite and reclaim your kingdom. It's actually really simple to just YOLO for the wind magic. So, the Rotten, Lost Sinner, Old Iron King, and who was the last one? These guys, their fireballs home in on you, so I'd like to get rid of them. Oh yeah, Duke's Dear Freya. So there's a scythe back here, and I'm not sure if I really want to deal with it. Scythes are like the worst because they can hit curse on you, and if you get cursed, you do less damage and you take more damage. This is sealed. The Emblem of Wind. Hey, Ragey Poo. Just spoke to the Wind Archmage. Oh! Yeah, I was still using Fireball so that I can light up the torches. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We'll try it. We'll do it. I think I can switch back to longsword for the salamanders. Ah, frickin' scythes. I hate them so much. I'll use the bloodstone in a minute. Alright. That's darkness. They also do darkness, and they do curse. Curse is a yellow tinge. I am really enjoying it. I really liked what I had played on the PS3 when I was like testing my game disc. Like the graphical leap in itself is really cool. You missed me talking a little bit about the localization at the start of the first episode, which was yesterday. I wonder if I can point down. Oh, okay. But they can hit upwards! Ah! It's cheating. Rude. These guys look really cool. Actually, a lot more detail than when I saw them on PS3. What even is that? It's a wind demon. It's funny too, because Rigipu, it's very Dark Souls 2. Like very Dark Souls 2. You have to visit a couple of archmages to unlock the seal to get the castle that's always in your vision. Do I even have another like moonstone, or do I have to like peace out? Go drink some gold water. I'll have to go peace out. Alright, I think... I have to go re-up on my MP. I can see that. Some people will choose their franchise and like go for it. I think Shadow Tower Abyss is still my favorite, followed by Kuon as far as like old FromSoft games are concerned. Although both of them would be on my top 5 list of like favorite FromSoft games, period. Of course I like Shadow Tower. Now that we have more MP, I'm gonna go back in to the Temple of Wind, because we've got a few torches to light. What is the difficult part, because those wind demons are very stout. Well, you know, if you've got a PlayStation 3, the PS3 is probably the best console for general FromSoft games. You've got like 4 Armored Core games, 1 PS2 game if you can dig around the PlayStation Network menus, store. Where's the path? There we go. Now we're heading back to the Palace of Wind. Yeah, there's a lot of characters in this one. I think because they wanted to try to fill in like 10 years of story. It's like 10 years. And they're like, well, Leon Rose, our young prince. And there's that. Oh, I went the wrong way. Can I take the thing in there? Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know if you've heard me say this before, but Dark Souls is itself kind of a mishmash between Shadow Tower and Kingsfield. And each of them are like that to like a weird extent. And I think Dark Souls and Dark Souls 3 lean more Shadow Tower. And Dark Souls 2 is very much this game. Like, to a weird degree. So I think that's kind of why Dark Souls, one of the reasons why Dark Souls 2 didn't seem to like hit. Alright, we're heading back to the Palace of Wind. Should be over the bridge and through the snow. I'm gonna stop by the save point. There's a lot more backstory in this game. Like, they do a lot more with the backstory in this game. Like, you got like half of it at the end of Kingsfield 2. And in this game, you start getting a heck of a lot more of it. And just think, I have a few filters on RetroArch that make this less crunchy than on PS3. I don't mind the textures though, but I really love the original Echo Knight duo. I still haven't played Echo Knight 3 because it's like half broken on PCSX2. And my PlayStation 2 is in the basement, packed away. Yeah, it's much darker on my PS3. Alright, I should switch to Wind Cutter. Yeah, I run into the I don't have enough outlets for all of these things problem. Which is going to be a problem when I finally get my PS5, because then I'm going to have to pack away my PS4. Stop hurting me, it sucks! It's not nice! I don't like it. I've been really enjoying this game though. This little journey through the Verdite trilogy. Nice. Level up. We're level 16 now. I really like this puzzle of like having to use your magic and switch back and forth. Okay, I didn't need to go back. I didn't go down an arm. One of the things I really like about what we're discovering about the lore is kind of like just how integrated everything seems to be. Like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't written that way, but the expansion of who Vallad is and why Seth, Seath, and Gyra are just absolute jerks. Fun times. Alright, so this side should be done. We need to go to the other side. Ow. And I'm gonna have to go back to Ralugo anyway. Do combos. I wish I could, but when you're only hitting one game, and I'm not sure where the I feel like I'm killing them a lot faster than when I did when I first came through here. Damn it. Definitely didn't realize that. Yeah, oof. Oof is right. They home in and, like, I thought I could have tanked that last one. But that is why we save a lot. Oof is right. Wonder if light will make this a bit clearer to see. Oh. so that's back to the start. Yeah, well, I've already speedrun to the thing. Not like really a speedrunner. Ah, stop it! One franchise I really want to get into is Armored Core, and I own a few Armored Core games, but I feel like I need to sit down and actually like learn that game. Sit down with Excel or something. Like, I own Masters of Arena, and I own a couple other ones. And I own 4 and Verdict Day. What's funny is our FromSoft went basically all Armored Core all the time this past week, and it's been funny to watch. Yeah, a few of the Armored Core guys did Daemon Ex Machina. I don't have a Switch, so I'm kind of jealous. But Switches don't really fit in my lifestyle, so it's like, sigh. Okay, I need to go straight. Oh, is it? I should probably pick it up then. It's funny that Harvine made this like little palace of wind, and like he made the puzzle contingent on the element that ended up betraying him in the end. Fire. I just find that amusing. Oh, good. Should have come this side first. Yeah, so a few of the AC guys went to Daemon Ex Machina, and it is probably the best AC like that we'll get for a while. The only one who didn't join them was Toshifumi Nabeshima, who went and directed Left Alive instead. Yep. I'm just as disappointed. Yeah, big oof. Big oof. Really enjoying like the empowerment in this this palace. Really gives you a taste for like what's to come. Oh, for heaven's sake. I assume all of these things will unlock when you get all of the torches lit. Hello. Oh, we haven't even gotten to the place of pain yet. And then straight from here. How much gold do I have? 1,800. I'm gonna have to make another trip to the gold fountain. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So that means we've got both sides done. Pixie map says there's like nothing here. Except pain. Alright, well, this is as good a time as any to peace out. And reset. I should have a flask by now, but I don't remember where I got it. I know where I got it, but I don't think I've come across the royal tomb yet. Alright, path is back this way. Hey, I wonder if this guy's moved yet. Oh, yay! He's moved! Yay! Give me the Wisefruit. I want it now. Give me the key. I also want it now. Oh yeah, unbreakable barrels. Not until Kingsfield 4 will you be able to break the barrels. I know if I hold this candle up long enough, the will of Vallad will disintegrate this wall and reveal the key to me. I have the divine right to that treasure, and it will be mine. Oh yes, it will be mine. Because it's a FromSoft game, the crazies will always laugh. And we're all crazy here. So, what did we get? We got the silver key. The silver key is for the specially made treasure chests often found by merchants. The chests sometimes contain valuable items. There's a few of those chests in the hedge-maze, and I think there's a couple in here. But it is good to have now. I need to make a stop at Lynn's place and buy some herbs. I'm trying to save for the bow, but I need herbs. If only Father were back, I might be able to help. I think he used to have one of the pieces to the key that belonged to Ichrius himself, but Father went to Garan in search of Promeus. He just never came back. $38.50. So now when we come across a silver key, we'll be able to pop those open. I think next week our to-do list is go find that flask that I know I probably should have had by now. Probably finish up Palace of Wind. get the bow. Hopefully we'll have enough gold for that by then. And then I think our next stop should be Earth stuff. The Earth Palace. Which is very much like the Rotten, for those who know. Yep, I think we're going to be wrapping up here. We've got a little bit left of maybe the Wind Palace, maybe like the last half of the place, to open up and light some torches and see what King Harvine's gift is. And then I think we need to go to either the Earth or the Water Palace. I forget which one comes first. One of the two. And we also need to get the bow so that we can shoot the big mushroom dude over there. Okay. Yeah, Earth will be first, says it Ragey Poo. Thanks very much. So I think that's like gonna be our next to-dos. Finish the Wind Temple, open up all the torches, get the bow, shoot the big mushroom dude, and head for the Earth Temple. I think that's gonna be next week. So thank you very much for joining me. And I will see you next week. I know you guys have a heck of a lot that demand your time, and I'm glad you spent it here. So thanks so much, and I will see you next week. Bye, everybody!